Hello, this is John Hutchcroft, Vice President of Field Development for Yellowblue LED. I'm here with Greg Shine, who is one of our authorized agents in Iowa. And so welcome, Greg.
Hi, John.
And Greg has agreed to share with us a little bit of his experience with Yellowblue LED. And I'd like to get right into it and start out with a couple of questions. First off, Greg, what initially attracted you to Yellowblue LED to begin with?
Well, John, I was basically a farmer all my career, and during that period of time, had lots of part-time jobs, and one of them was a wrestling coach. And 8 years ago, 2017, anyhow, Craig Schweinebart called me and said, "Hey, Coach, I think I've got something you might be interested in." And I said, "Okay, what's that?" And he told me, and so here I am, Yellow Blue LED.
Interesting, interesting. So,
Yeah.
wrestling coach for high school, or
Yes. Yes.
okay,
Yep. Yep.
excellent, excellent. And
Great.
how
Great.
long you been farming?
I retired 2 years ago, but I farmed 42 years.
Oh, no kidding. So
Yeah.
you had some overlap with both then for a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I was farming when I was a coach, and then like I said, I had numerous jobs in the ag business, mostly sales and stuff. So.
Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. So the next question is, can you share a success story or a significant achievement that you've had experience with after having joined Yellowblue LED?
Well, John, I'm getting old enough. I don't remember details real well anymore. But I think Connor Schweinebart started training me in about June or July of 17, and in August of 17, I was the top salesman for the company.
Wow,
So
impressive.
yeah, yeah. So that was kind of a surprise to me. But over the years, I haven't worked this really hard as a full time job. Um, but I think one of the most satisfying, excuse me, one of the most satisfying successes I had was I spent about 2.5 years working on a manufacturing company, and finally ended up closing an $80,000 deal with them. Um, so you can have instant success almost, and you can have success that takes time.
Sure, sure. So you've been mostly part-time
Correct.
with the business then. Okay.
Correct.
Which
Yep.
is an interesting aspect to our business that not everybody has to do this full-time because you have that freedom and flexibility of your schedule. You can work it around doing other things as well.
Yep. Yep.
Um, can you give me an example of the types of businesses you mentioned? Manufacturing is one, types of businesses that you've helped and the impact that it's had on their business.
Well, it ranges a gamut of different things. A lot of office buildings. I know I did a telephone office, and one of the big things that came out of that was one of the gals that worked there said she had a headache every day at the end of the day, because of the LED and the buzzing, and or
With a
not the LED,
fluorescent?
fluorescent, and the buzzing
Mhm.
and all that. And so I asked her after we had switched it over. I said, "How's your headaches?" And she said, "Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. I don't have them anymore." So I think that there's a lot of physical impacts that can happen. Another example is I did a body shop, and when I went back after a month or whatever to just check see how things are going, the guy said, "I hate them." And I'm, "What? How can you hate LED lights?" And he said, "Well," he says, "now I got to clean and paint because I can see all the dirt."
I've
So,
heard
but
that a few times myself.
yeah, so I think there's just a lot of positive things that happen in companies, no matter what direction they might be going, or the kinds of things, activities that they have. So it's just been real rewarding.
I know just recently you had completed an install for a hospital in West Central Iowa, correct?
Mhm. Yes.
And that was a pretty substantial project. And
Yes, and
lot of
thanks to
moving
your help.
parts. Yeah, a lot of moving parts to a hospital.
Yes, there were.
And then they also signed on for one of their satellite medical clinics as well, as I understand. And so yeah, so you can really run the gambit of a small mom and pop retail store all the way
Yep.
on up to manufacturing and hospitals, that sort of thing. And also, what sets Yellowblue LED apart from other businesses and other sales? You've mentioned that you've done a variety of other sales positions.
Hmm.
What really sets Yellowblue LED apart from some of those?
Well, I think there's two things in my mind, John. One is the people. Um, it's just a fantastic group of individuals that are working together for a common goal,
Hmm.
and that's to provide better lighting for businesses. And the other thing is that I've never been involved in a business, or I've never really seen a business that encourages sharing how you succeed.
Yeah, with
Um,
one another.
Yes, in other words,
Mhm.
that hospital thing, you came in and helped me with that, and I don't know too many organizations that another salesman want to come in and help a salesman make a sale. So I think that's probably the biggest thing, um, the camaraderie, the just the fact that hey, I want you to succeed, and
Right.
that's we're in competition. We want to be the best salesman, have the highest sales of anybody in the company. But you know what? If you're the one that does it, I think that's great, and go for it. So
Yeah,
just that
yeah.
whole attitude.
We compete for uh, awards,
Yep,
but we don't compete for customers.
correct.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
and that's one of the things I really like about it as well. And and then of course, finally, how has being part of Yellow Blue LED impacted your personal and professional life?
Well, professionally, like I said, it's been a kind of a part-time business for me. I've made the money that I wanted to make, basically by working the hours that I wanted to work. So
Hmm.
it's been kind of a freedom type of thing.
Right.
Allowed me to do what I wanted to do, and when I wanted to do to do it. The other thing is that we've already touched on it. It's just been the opportunity to meet some fantastic people. I worked with Craig, who when he was a teenager in high school, I worked with, and now to see him as an well, he's not a young adult anymore. He just turned 60, didn't he? but but to have the opportunity to work with people like him and Bill Driscoll and yourself and just the whole gamut of people that are there. It's just been very very rewarding for me.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I appreciate your sharing with us today, and hopefully others can learn from your words of wisdom and experience, and decide whether or not this might be the right opportunity for them as well. So, Greg, I thank you very much for your time.